Hi, my name is Lamar. I'm here with O'Day alum Nick Sun. Can you please just tell me a little bit about yourself?
Sure, man. So I'm O'Day. First off, I'm Nick's son and graduating O'Day class of 2018. Currently a football equipment manager for the University of Washington. Um, Graduate of Central Washington University, class of 2023. And yeah, excited to get going with this.
Yes, sir. For the first question, what first sparked your passion for football and the equipment side of the game?
Yeah, sure, yeah, for sure. So I would say my passion for football probably began just with my family in general. It started with my grandfather who loved watching it, and then essentially just passed down to my older cousins who loved to watch, and eventually both of them played, and then that kind of trickled down to me, and I kind of grew the love of uh, grew grew the love for the sport. And then for the equipment side, I guess it just came kind of naturally to me. When it came with a love of the sport, I would say. Um, I was in eighth grade. When I first started playing football in eighth grade, I started looking at all the different types of gear that players wore, and I looked at mainly gloves. Actually, gloves was like kind of sparked my love for equipment, and it was gloves. I don't know why, just drew me because there were just so many different types and stuff, and I don't know. It just kind of I was very passionate about football gloves, and I was honestly so passionate about it that I made a Instagram page dedicated to you know promoting football gloves, all the different types, what players in the NFL or in college are wearing. And then as I continued to play football throughout high school at O'Day, I just started noticing all the other types of equipment, and that's when I knew I had a love and a passion for something really like unique. So,
Just building off that, did you play a sport or do something with the sports team at O'Day?
um, are you talking about equipment wise, or
Just anything
just sports involved?
yeah.
Yeah, I played football all 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a state championship my senior year. We ended the 22-year drought, and then after that, I hung up the cleats. So
Mm-hmm. What challenges did you face early in your career and how did you overcome them?
sure, that's a really good question, actually, especially in my line of work. I would probably have to say the insane hours that I work. Because as an equipment manager, you're the first ones in and you're the last ones out. And one of the tips I've gotten over the years of this profession is um, one, you're never going to get accountability or kudos to your hard work in the industry. And also, if you can't be a clock watcher in this industry, or else you're not going to make it, because essentially the jobs you're not done until the job's done. So that means early mornings, late nights, and but as someone with a servant's heart, uh, you have to realize you're not going to get all the accommodations and all the accolades, but just knowing that you're putting the support and the effort to making a team better and building on that team success is honestly like all any equipment manager should ever need. So
Coming from O'Day, what was the biggest adjustment you had to make when entering the college football environment?
yeah, for sure. I guess I guess the demand of just the demand of my oh gosh, what's the word? The demand of my services, I would say. Because when I first started at Central Washington as a student manager for the team, I didn't really have to do much because I mean D2 is a smaller school, and but it still demanded a lot of me. And same thing for when I went to Stanford and then UW. Um, I just didn't realize how much there was going to be. I was going to be involved in. From running practices by myself, or not by myself, but with my coworkers and some of the student managers that we have, and to getting everyone from staff to coaches to players suited up for picture day, to just getting coaches snack bin and coolers full of drinks and chips and candy on game day ready. So from the littlest thing to the biggest thing, that's kind of what blew my mind. And I needed really a lot to help, or I needed a lot help to adjust to. So
Yeah. Like, was there any like skills or lessons that you learned from being at O'Day that was like most like valuable to your career, like you use like every day?
for sure, yeah, definitely. So as I was thinking about this question, this was one of the more important questions. I would say the three pillars of O'Day, character, faith, and service. You know, O'Day, starting with character, O'Day really like builds and molds us young men to just prepare for the real world, essentially. And honestly, it's a great foundation to have too, like how to prepare for like things like job interviews, or just like how to treat people every day, like your coworkers day to day. And it's a great foundation to just build upon, to just get to where you want to be. And um I don't know, just knowing how to treat and act when in front of people, and when you're in the public in the real world, just remembering who you represent, not just O'Day High School, but you're representing yourself, and you just want to make sure people have a good mindset about you, and where you've come from. So, and then I guess the faith pillar, I would say, is probably the most important um, pillar in my life right now, because if it wasn't for O'Day, I wouldn't be where I am faith wise, because O'Day has been, I know O'Day puts a huge emphasis on us young men finding God in our lives. And and honestly, I'm not Catholic, but O'Day still helped me find my faith, because they let me ask so many questions about Christianity and all that, and they were very respectful of my choice of not being Catholic, and they still wanted me to find God. And essentially, I did in high school. In like my junior year of high school, I was baptized by my home church. And now ever since, like, God and prayer and reading the Bible has been such a huge and key part of my life. And honestly, it's gotten to where it helped me get to where I'm at today. And so essentially, like, if there's one thing I want O'Day O'Day students to take away from this interview, is you know faith is going to be the most important thing to prepare for the real world, and essentially to what you want to do for the rest of your life. Because having God guide you, and just having a very intentional and deep relationship with him, God will help unlock so many doors for you. Um, and just help you through any situation you're in. And um I guess, like, open doors to more opportunities than you know. So, and then lastly, the service pillar, I think, really helped me, because it kind of discovered and like what I wanted to do in my life, because which is honestly serving others, and having a servant's heart in all this. Like, it's played a huge role in my life, because I love helping others. It's the one thing that honestly O'Day and my faith have taught me over time. And I don't know, it just I believe all of us on earth are made, and we're meant to be here with a purpose in life. And my purpose is serving others, and helping the coaches, players, and staff on the football team at UW, whether it's like giving them gear, or just providing stuff for them, or helping them out with different tasks. I mean, it's definitely a humbling experience, but also it's something I know I was made to do and put on this earth to do. So.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
You kind of answered this a little like earlier, but like, how did your experience at O'Day help shape your interest in like working in sports?
Mm. Yeah, that's a really another good question. I actually like that one a lot. Um, I know. I guess. Hold on, I have a note. I want to make sure I read this part. Let's see. So yeah, so I guess going to O'Day, I would say O'Day is a school where it really challenged me and kind of got me out of my comfort zone, because it challenged me in the classroom and on the field, and it kind of like you know I guess I can speak for a lot of us who attended O'Day that the mindset is like it challenges us to not just be good enough, but to excel, to be the best that we can be. And so I think oh gosh, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Um, I guess that really molded my professional outlook on things, because knowing that nothing comes easy in life, and you have to work hard to get to where you want to be, kind of like oh gosh, sorry, reading these notes, man. I want to make sure I want to say what I
Right.
want to say. um you know that I have to work hard and get to where I want to be, essentially. That's where I knew uh, that's where I knew where I wanted to work in this industry, because it's a hard work, and my position as an equipment manager is really sought out for. And O'Day, I guess, just taught me at the end of the day, like I said, nothing comes easy, and you have to work hard to get to where you want to be. And so, I guess having a good work ethic has really, O'Day has taught me, to strive to get to my goals. So.
Like building off like the last question, was there like a specific moment at O'Day where you like realized you wanted to pursue like sports?
Yeah, I mean, so at the end of the day, like I didn't really know knew I wanted to be an equipment manager until I got to my sophomore year of college. But when I was playing football, right when I was just about finished my senior year of football, I knew I wasn't going to be playing football in the college level. And so I kind of knew I wanted to stay in the sport because of my love and passion that, not just my family, like I said earlier, but O'Day has honestly like grown this passion for the sport in me. Like I knew I wanted to do something in football, like whether it's going to be recruiting or coaching or just front office work for like a college team or an NFL team. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and some of those things like um, didn't really like ring a bell for me. And and not until at least my college year, I kind of remembered what I loved. I loved football equipment. I'm passionate about helping others, and football equipment was able to bring me both. So.
For my last question,
Mhm.
just a little easier. What was your favorite moment from like high school to like right now where you're at in your point of life?
Oh man, that's a tough one, man. Oh gosh. I guess I've kind of two, I would say. I guess my first one is winning state with my brothers, my senior year of high school at O'Day. It was a great feeling. We came up short my junior year, but then my senior year, we were able to take it all home and ended that 22-year drought. I loved it. I loved every moment of it. That's a moment and a memory that I'll always be able to carry with myself, but also my O'Day brothers that night. And I guess my second favorite memory is just getting the UW job in August. It was such a life-changing experience or moment for me, not experience, moment. And I don't know, it made me realize that all my hard work from O'Day, not just O'Day, but like in college um, and everything, all my other experiences, it all paid off at the end of the day. And it was a dream come true, and I'm able to do what I love in my hometown, and I get to do it in front of my family, my friends. and I get to do it with the hometown team. So I guess those are the two core memories that between O'Dea and now that I really just will cherish for the rest of my life.
I thank you for letting me interview you.
Of course.
And whenever I'm done with everything, I'll make sure to send this to you first,
Okay.
just so you can look over it and stuff. So
okay, good.
yeah.
Hey, Lamar, thanks for having me, man. I appreciate the time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.